All right, classic WoW drama. Hong Kong drama. 40-man multi-box.
This is what led to the events in Molten Core.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to classic WoW drama.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. I am your host, Staysafe. Let's get right into it. Now, Dire Maul comes out, I'm sure you've all heard, in just a few days, on October 15th in North America and October 16th in Europe. Substantially sooner than what Blizzard had promised in their 6-phase content release plan.
That's true.
And people are divided. It's coming out too soon.
Yep.
It's not coming out soon enough. Let's take a look at this Esfon tweet. Pull it up. The number one Ret Paladin himself says, quote, "People have got to get over the wait for me mentality. Not everyone will be 60 when Dire Maul comes out.
I agree with this.
Not everyone will have cleared MC when BWL
I agree
comes
with
out.
this very
Not
strongly.
everyone will have cleared BWL when AQ comes out. Same goes for Nax 2. It's not about catering to the 1%. It's about giving you something meaningful to strive for. Something retail hasn't done in years. Stop complaining." Now, personally, I think Dire Maul is coming out too soon. I think it should be paired with Phase 2 as it was originally planned, and I'll tell you why. So Esfon mentions that releasing Dire Maul early is giving people something to strive for, in his own words. But the reality is that a huge portion of players aren't even level 60, not to mention that they haven't had time to farm their Prebis or clear Molten Core or start working towards their epic mounts. So there is already a lot of content currently in the game for these players to strive for. And I'm saying this as a guy that killed Ragnaros on day 8. I've had an epic mount since day 10, and currently I have several thousand gold in preparation worth of resources. Dire Maul offers a lot of new pre-raid best in slot gear, and also a lot of gear that serves as an easy to acquire side grade to current Prebis gear. So while you're adding 3 new dungeons with Dire Maul West, Dire Maul North, and Dire Maul East, you are greatly reducing the necessity for players to farm the current high-level dungeons Strat Live, Strat Undead, Skullamans, Lower Blackrock Spire, Upper Blackrock Spire, Blackrock Depths, etc., essentially reducing the amount of relevant content for a lot of players because Dire Maul is a...
I don't know about that. I don't think that it's reducing content because you're adding content. Like, how is adding another dungeon reducing content? I think that any way you cut it, adding Dire Maul into the game is going to add more content into the game because there's a number of pieces that you still need out of all the other dungeons. Like, it seems ridiculous to say that adding Dire Maul into the game is going to remove content from the game whenever there are plenty of people that still have to go into LBRS, UBRS, Strathlum, etc. to get gear. Now, is making Dire Maul another option bad? I don't really think so at all. Like, for many players, Dire Maul was in the game whenever they leveled up anyway.
One-stop shop Walmart of
It paused? Oh, wait, what the fuck? Okay, there we go.
Raid gearing. It's easy, it's fast, and it's 3 relevant dungeons that are all consolidated into one location. And yeah, Dire Maul was going to come out in a couple months anyway, the Phase 2, but at least give people some time to get valuable gear and valuable rewards from the current content before offering a much easier and much more convenient alternative. Not that
I don't know that Dire Maul is really easier or more convenient. To me, personally, I feel like BRD is just about as easy and convenient as Dire Maul. I mean, like, same with LBRS or UBRS. I mean, I don't think anybody's really having too much trouble doing any of these dungeons, whether it be Dire Maul, UBRS, LBRS, like BRD. Like, all of these dungeons, even Strat Undead, all of these dungeons are a joke to good players. Now, obviously, there are some people out there that do still have trouble with them. But, you know, for the most part, I think that people are just going to have another dungeon to do. And the fact is that a lot of these pieces of gear, for anybody who's a raider, right, a lot of these pieces of gear, I don't like the idea of artificially holding this dungeon back that's like partially leveling dungeon so people can farm out gear in one dungeon and then have that gear be invalidated by a dungeon that's going to come out a little bit later on just to artificially extend the amount of content and make people have to do something twice. It doesn't really feel like it's... I don't know, I just feel like that's really kind of cheap to do.
any of this actually matters because this is going to happen anyway. Dire Maul's coming out in just a couple days.
Yeah.
But my concern is going forward, continued deviation from the original 6-phase content plan that could be detrimental to the game. Tips Out is back with a big prediction. Take a look at the tweet. He says, quote, "Big prediction. Hashtag WoW Classic Phase 2 comes out 2 weeks after BlizzCon. Just a guess, winky face." Now, Tips Out is known for teasing info and dropping little breadcrumbs here and there. How does he get this info?
That'd be great.
I have no idea, but let's talk about it. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Dropping Phase 2 during the holiday season is going to make ranking a very painful process for a lot of people, typically the more casual people who are trying to rank 10 or rank 11, that maybe have a couple more real-life obligations, whereas the more hardcore, serious, no-life players...
They're not going to have family anyway.
So if you're interested in farming virtual points in a 15-year-old game, 16 hours a day for 3 months straight, then you have to do what must be done, which means ranking through the holiday season and skipping out on family events, Thanksgiving,
you have to work
Christmas,
hard
whatever,
if you want the rewards.
Birthday. Do I think we'll have a Phase 2 in 5 weeks? Not really, but only time will tell.
Yeah.
Either way, if you're new to ranking or you've never done it before, if you are sitting at 60 right now, you're waiting for Phase 2 to come out to start ranking, and you feel like you have nothing to do at the moment, start farming gold and start farming resources you think will be valuable in Phase 2, because ranking is very expensive. And once you're ranking, the absolute last thing you want to do is have to stop to go and farm gold. In response to the Quinn versus the Hoagie Haven Heroes drama from earlier this week,
here we go.
The #1 Hoagie, the GM of Hoagie Haven Heroes.
I want to make sure everybody understands what this is. So basically, Quinn made a video about, made a tweet about how Hoagie Haven Heroes was stream sniping his alt with a raid of people. He was pissed off, and so this is the backstory on it.
Announced this to his guildies. Pull up the image. Pill said, quote, "Forming groups or raids to camp any streamer, including Quinn69, using guild social channels will result in being removed from the guild. Whatever you do on your own time, with your own friends, guildy or non, is not my prerogative. If you want to waste hours of your playtime camping someone, that's your prerogative at everyone." Now, good for Pills. He definitely did not have to do this, and I'm going to be honest, from my opinion, stream sniping is sort of just the reality of playing Classic WoW. But
it is, right? Beasted, thank you much for the 10 gift community subs. I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you, Beasted. I agree, right? The fact is that, you're going to get stream sniped if you play Classic. Like, that's the way it goes. Should Blizzard, like, maybe rein some of it in and, like, their super high extremes, like what we were seeing with Chinglish the other day? Yeah, maybe. But, like, for the most part, for just like a usual interaction that you're having, 99% of the time, it's completely fine. And also, I like, if there are guilds, like, I don't want my guilds going around stream sniping people either. I think it's just, it's a bitch move to do. Like, anybody that goes around and stream snipes somebody, you're a fucking loser. I mean, you're a fucking loser. Like, you're going around watching somebody else's screen, trying to hunt them down to attack them so you can get attention on stream. You're a fucking loser. And I don't want losers in my guild. And this isn't like, oh, wow, this is so terrible, this person is harassing them or anything like that. I just mean, let's be real. They're fucking losers. Period. They are fucking losers.
Props to him for not allowing it to be fostered in his guild or in his guild Discord or in his guild chat. At this point, I'd like to give a shout out to this video's sponsor, Undead Rogues. If you are 12 years old, you hate your parents, and you're sick of doing your stupid math homework, this is definitely the class for you. A streamer named Prepared WoW is currently multi-boxing 40 characters on Fairlina all at once on the Fairlina server, proving once and for all that you don't actually need friends to enjoy and have fun in Classic WoW as long as you have money and several high-power gaming PCs. Play the clip. Now, it's actually quite impressive how he does this, but I'm still...
I need to take a piss, dude. I'll be right back. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Still sitting here thinking, leveling is going to be a nightmare for him on a PvP server. Fairlina is a PvP server. Even if he does make it to 60 on all of these characters, all of these 40 characters... and some are hunters, some are shamans. I think I saw a couple druids. He has a wide array of characters. All it takes is a few players with sapper charges to bring down his entire raid.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, it feels like if you're multi-boxing in Classic, you're just wasting your fucking money, because you're not going to have all the advantages that multi-boxers have in current WoW, with being able to stack like raid-wide cooldowns and everything that makes multi-boxing really strong in retail WoW. It doesn't exist in current WoW. And I think that's the issue. And, in Classic WoW. So, like, all you need is, like, a few guys running in with the sapper charges and they're dead. You know, mod Staysafe. I think Staysafe is a mod.
Now, regardless, as an Alliance player on the Fairlina PvP server, this guy's server, come Phase 2, I'm looking to farm a lot of honor and rank up. So I actually wholeheartedly welcome his presence, because when I look at this, I see a giant free honor drop. And before people start shouting that multi-boxing is against the Blizzard TOS, it is absolutely not against the Blizzard TOS. People have been doing it consistently for 15 years now in every expansion, including OG Vanilla. Yes, in my opinion, it is actually a pretty big detriment to the game as a whole, but Blizzard makes a ton of money from people doing it, and it also boosts their subscriber count, so why would they ever outlaw it? Here are side-by-side time-lapse videos of Ironforge and Orgrimmar highlighting the best part of Classic. AFKing in your capital city while people admire your sick gear. If you've ever targeted someone and you see that they were already targeting you first, you know exactly what I mean. Classic WoW servers now have a...
That's called the rhetorical click, whenever you click on somebody that's next to you and you know that they're already going to inspect you. Like, the worst part about it is whenever you're clicking on somebody else and then they click on you, but you click on them quickly and then you click off of them, and that way they don't know that you're inspecting them, but they saw you click on them, which means that you're a loser. Like, that's basically how it works. And this is like, listen, if you played WoW for 10 years, you know exactly what I'm saying.
5th population category: low, medium, high, full, and layered. As it stands right now, servers are slowly having layers taken away, with several servers not having any layers at all. But this doesn't mean all layered servers are of equal size. For example, prior to the layered category being added, both Fairlina, the Streamer Zoomer server, and Whitemane, the 4chan hardcore hacker server, were both the first 2 North American servers to hit full each afternoon, which meant that they had queue times. In fact, some currently layered servers haven't had queue times in weeks. That being said, this is in general still a sign of good things to come, and it's a good indication that Blizzard will be able to hold true to their word, to their promise, that layering will be completely removed prior to Phase 2 launch, which could be on the immediate horizon if TipSout is to be trusted. Since Classic WoW's release in late August, Activision Blizzard stock value has taken quite an upturn. Take a look. Since late August, ATVI stock has risen around 12% from $48 to $54 per share, though it looks as if Activision Blizzard's market value is about to head downwards.
Sorry about that.
Once again. Of course, several factors impact stock value, and this can't be solely attributed to the Hong Kong dilemma that I'm sure you've all already heard about, but definitely Blizzard has lost some of the good faith from the player base and the community that they have spent the last month and a half building with the huge success of Classic WoW.
Right.
Now, will people boycotting Blizzard games impact Classic WoW
Probably
in a
not.
Substantial way?
No, of course not. I mean, like, here's the thing is, like, it might happen with retail WoW because retail people are more, you know, oh, we care about everybody. But the Classic WoW, it's just a bunch of fucking, like, 30, like, 20, 27-year-old dudes. They don't give a fuck. They're just trying to play the game. Just whatever. They just want to play the fucking game. Like, that's all there is to it, man.
Unlikely, considering that Classic WoW is probably the most addictive game ever made in the history of gaming ever.
Good.
Personally, I will not be boycotting Classic WoW because I've already been boycotting like 10 other Activision Blizzard games for quite some time now. Before, not playing them was cool, mind you. So I figure I've already got enough boycott time in the bank already. Now, it does seem as if some Blizzard employees working down at the Blizzard HQ in Southern California are quite unhappy with the Hong Kong situation and have staged a bit of a protest. Will enough Blizzard employees stage a large enough protest or walkout to have any real impact on game development or maintenance? Only time will tell, but it really makes you wonder, are these Blizzard employees risking their jobs by doing so?
Oh yeah, of course.
Guys, that's going to wrap up this episode of Classic WoW Drama. If you are new here, make sure to hit the sub button down below, hit the bell as well so you are alerted every time I upload a video. At the moment, we're doing 2, sometimes 3 videos a week, and I'm only in a position to be able to do this because of all the support you guys have passed me here on YouTube and as well as Twitch. So make sure to check me out on Twitch as well. I'm streaming every single day of the week. In addition, make sure to give me a follow on Twitter. I have a very big announcement in the next couple days. It's going to be very soon that I think a lot of you will enjoy, so make sure to stay in the loop. Twitter is the best way to be updated on everything that's ever going on. For any drama or news ideas in the future, make sure to join my Discord and be active in the drama channel. Guys, thank you for watching, and as always, stay safe.
If you want to stick it to Blizzard and you want to show them that you're not going to give them any more of your money, you can just give it to me. Like, that's one way to really stick it to Blizzard, is to give the money that you were going to give to Blizzard to just go ahead and give it to me. I think that's the real secret, guys. And so, yeah, I'll take it, and that'll really show Blizzard who's boss, okay? Can we get a 1 in chat for a revolution? Can we get a 1 in chat? Oh, man. All right, yeah, there you go. There, you guys got the, that's the link of the video, okay?